guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be talking about World Maternal Health Week, and basically this is probably the middle point of a week where we're trying to encourage parenthood and real motherhood to be shown. This kind of shares or shines a light on situations where people have different experiences, whether it's with mental health in terms of depression, postnatal depression and other aspects. This is a week where you're encouraging other women, other parents to be vocal and be honest about the true side of parenting and what it really is. So I thought I'd come along, and I've got some links down below about more information and the websites where you can get more information if you are currently a new parent or a parent that's going through any form of depression or struggling with your health and well-being. But also I thought it would be nice to kind of share my story about what I consider to be maternal health and how I kind of helped myself out of situations where I felt like I was in a rut. So the first thing is definitely anxiety. As a new mum, I was mid-20s and I had pretty much a very sort of like inward look on life. So everything was about me, and the sort of change of becoming a mum meant that you have to be selfless in a lot of aspects. But at the same time, I'd also just got married, so there was sort of like a lot of change, and I wasn't too sure how I was going to deal with it. So a lot of the time I was kind of psyching myself out before I even had the opportunity to kind of do things and do tasks, in kind of thinking that I wasn't going to be capable. So I definitely say that anxiety is a real thing, and the best thing that you can do, I found for me, is to actually talk about people that you find reinforce your confidence and reinforce your ability to kind of feel like you're okay and you're able to do things. So thankfully I have a really strong family network, and my sisters were kind of a big part of that, but also I found a lot of support from my parents and my in-laws, who were very encouraging. So it was little things like, you know, trying to prioritise whether, you know, baby comes first or should I hoover. And one of the memorable things that my mother-in-law said is, you know, when people come over to see baby and see you, they're not here to mark how tidy your home is, so just make sure that you do things according to what makes you feel comfortable. And that another thing that I found I really struggled with was loneliness. It sounds really bizarre because you could be in a very happy relationship with, you know, a good support system, lots of family, but there are times where you might feel lonely within yourself. People might be around you, but there's just a sense of, you know, a void that can't even be filled by maybe your partner or your friends. And being a parent means that a lot of things change, especially I think the mother's role. You're a lot more responsible than your partner might be, because in that early stage the baby generally only wants the mum, whether they're breastfeeding or different things like that. When it comes to nurturing care, naturally children yearn for their mums. And I think one of the things that was interesting to me was that the social aspect of my life changed drastically. From someone that used to go out Saturdays, you know, Fridays and all sorts, I was suddenly a homebody, and I was required to be a homebody, but it's not even a requirement I wanted to be. But at the same time, I didn't know how to deal with the drastic change, and I think what I found confidence in was kind of confiding in my husband and letting him know how I felt, and I realised that actually over time he would then do small sort of like acts of kindness and things that would kind of make me feel better. So I found that he helped me juggle what I thought was loneliness by actually trying to encourage me to do other things and to free up what I felt like were too many tasks that would then lead me to feel like I wasn't doing anything for myself, which was really, really nice. So he'd give me, you know, that extra time to maybe do makeup and feel a bit more like myself. And although that doesn't directly link with loneliness, I think for me personally it was something that he identified. So maybe he'd do bath with our little one, but it then meant I could feel a little bit more like myself, and I did something that was for me. So I think that was a big part for me, that all connected. But yeah, loneliness is another aspect. So whether you join mum groups and go out a bit more, or just do things that now fit in with your new lifestyle, I would definitely encourage that. I think the last one as well that was a big part for me health wise maternally is fatigue. You are constantly going and going and going, and you feel like you've got so many different expectations to live up to, and you end up sort of burning yourself out. But I would definitely say that take it easy, because fatigue is real and it does have an impact on your mental well-being. There are nights where your little one won't sleep because their tummy hurts or they're teething, and that's when they really, really need you to be at your best and have all your energy. So make sure that you do take the time out to just kind of actually rest. We would sometimes alternate, and you know, my partner would sleep in the lounge, or I would, just so you can get that full burst of sleep every once in a while, because it makes a world of difference when you're then picking up this little person that has all their hopes in you, and in you being, you know, attentive to them. And you know, it's okay to be tired, it's okay to not feel like you're fully yourself. Another little thing that my partner would do is, you know, get me little treats like bath bombs, and I'd be able to have a bath because I'd always have to have a shower so that I could tend to baby. Again, that's sensing each other's needs. So just, I would encourage people to be open and talk about how you feel. Don't just try and drown in it. Basically, the whole concept for me is you are not alone, which again is a Channel Mum slogan that I think I discovered, and it really helped me. I'm also going to link Channel Mum below. I've got my videos on there now, and I'm part of the Channel Mum group of women that share content. Actually, it's not just women, but it's parents in general, and I found a lot of supportive information on there for all the stages that we've gone through with Riley. So I think in keeping with the sort of World Maternal Health Week, it's also a good place to find more information throughout the year when we're not just focusing on this for a week. I hope this is helpful for anyone that's kind of going through some struggles with their health, from mental to physical, while you're being a parent, and the changes that do happen. I haven't actually had like an experience that's as in-depth where, you know, it's like postnatal depression or the typical type of experience, but I also want to encourage people that the little things that people might look down on are also part of your health and well-being, and you need to look out for those as well. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and all my social network links are going to be down below. Make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Until the next one, thanks so much for watching. Bye.